Today I'm going to teach you how to download an ebook or e-audiobook using your laptop or PC in Overdrive. So the first thing you need to do to get started is to download Adobe Digital Editions. So once you go to your browser, you'll type in Adobe Digital Editions, which I've already did for you. You will go down where it says download here, click on that, and then it'll bring you links to download Adobe Digital Editions to your Mac or Windows. Okay, once you do that, this will allow you to be able to download an ebook in Overdrive or an audiobook in Overdrive. So it's very important that you do this step first before you're setting up your account or downloading an ebook on your account. Okay? So then the next thing we'll do is go to the library's website. Library's website is library.nrhtx.com. Once you're here, you will go down to the menu Books and More, scroll down to Screen and Download, and under Screen and Download, there's an option for Overdrive, eBooks, and e-audio. You'll click on this. Here, you'll be brought to North Texas Libraries on the Go site that houses all of our e-audiobooks and ebooks. So the first thing you see is a couple of menu options: subjects, collections, Kindle books, kids, and teens. You also have your search field here, little magnifying glass that signals it, where you can search by author or title. You have your bookshelf here that'll show you, once you're signed in, what you have on hold on your account, and you have your sign-in bar. When you sign in, this will change to My Account. But we're going to start off now looking at subjects. So this is something you can browse by. If you click on subjects, you will see that these are some subjects that you can browse by. We are in all formats, so this is showing you all the subjects and how many they have each in these subjects. So, for example, there's 3,281 titles in an ebook or audiobook in literature. There's 2,199 titles of suspense in either the ebook or the audiobook format. If you click on ebooks, it'll just give you the titles, well, the subjects, I should say, that are all in ebooks. If you click audiobooks, it's the same thing. Same subjects, but now you're just going to look at audiobooks. You can also browse by collections. If you click down the drop-down menu, you have special, ebooks, audiobooks. And here are some lists that are already pre-done for you, curated for you. Hot and ready ebooks, new ebook editions, new kids editions. So some of the things already that you can see if you want to look for some new stuff. We've also recently just added new Duke Classics Unlimited ebooks. So that is something that you have access to as well. And there's 4,121 titles in this. So that's pretty awesome that we have access to this. So those are just a couple of ways that you can search for an ebook or audiobook. So first thing we want to do after we've looked at kind of the browsing way, we want to sign in first to get our account set up. So we're going to sign in, and it's going to ask you to select your library, North Richland Hills Public Library. Then you're going to type in your card number. Mine's already preset for me. You're going to click sign in. Once you've signed in, you see that you still have all your menus still available for you. Your subjects, your collections, your Kindle books, and your kids. So we will go ahead and look at a couple of things on this site. Since we clicked Christian fiction, we will look to see some things that I could share with you. Now, when it says waitlist at the top of each book, that indicates that this book is not available to you for you to check out. So you would have to go scroll down and you will be able to place a hold for this item if you like. So if it shows available like it does here, then you can borrow it. So we're going to borrow this book. We're going to click borrow. Here you have an option to select 14 days or 7 days. If you're a fast reader, you can select 7 days. If you're a slower reader, you can select 14 days. Either way, you always have the option to return the item ahead of time. So we're going to select 14 days. We're going to click borrow. Now, here's some options. First of all, great, it tells us success. We have checked it out, but checking it out is not going to get us to read it yet. So it says Forever Hidden is checked out to you until April 8th, 2020. You can borrow 2 more titles. In Overdrive, you can borrow up to 3 titles at one time. So that's why it's good that you can return it at any time and you don't have to wait for the 14 days or the 7 days. Once you finish it, you can return it and check out something else. So that's a great feature. Now, you have an option to read now with your Kindle. If you have just a Kindle device, you can read now in your browser. And that means if you click on this title will be available in your browser as a link. You can copy that link and just read it anytime in your browser. Or you can do the most popular thing, and that's downloading it, EPUB ebook. This is where the Adobe Digital Editions comes in handy. Because once you download this with the EPUB ebook, you are able to just go directly to the book. You will see this icon somewhere on your laptop or PC, and you can just go to it whenever you finish it, and it will bookmark your page. So we're going to download it here. We're going to click on this button. And as you see, it was a drop-down arrow that showed right here in the corner. That's indicating and letting us know that the book is being downloaded. If we click on this, it will bring up the book. And there is our title. A little small screen. Normally it brings it up larger, but that's okay. We can still see it. Now, here's a couple of things. You can use this bar to scroll to the right, and it'll allow you to read. You can go to magnify it here, changing the font size of the title. So let's click on a chapter. So say we were on chapter 9 and this is a little bit too small for you. You can come here and you can enlarge the font. You can move it to extra large. As you can see, it changed. You can also do ultra large. So whichever is helpful for you. You also have an arrow button here that allows you to go back and forth and navigate. Here is where you can bookmark where you left off at. So when you go back to the book, you can go right to chapter 9 if you were on chapter 9. You can also here bring it to where you have a side view. And this allows you to look at your table of contents if you wanted to go back a chapter. So those are just some features for the audiobook. And if we wanted to go back, we would click this button here that says library. We would X out here, exit here. We're going to scroll up to the top because I'm going to show you how to return it once you're finished. So here we are in my account. If we drop down the menu and go to loans, this is where it's going to show all of our items are checked out. Once you're here in loans, you'll see your item that you checked out. You click return and then click return title. And you have successfully done that. Now it says you can borrow 3 or more titles. Thank you. That is how you download an ebook or an e-audiobook in Overdrive. Have a great day.